Hello and welcome to Craft with Sarah. It's time for another video in my series of creating layered truck paper crafts for all different occasions. Today's truck is a new baby design. It's got loads of lovely details in it and it's really easy to make on a Cricut machine. Let's find out where to get the free SVG. You can download the free cutting file for this project at craftwithsarah.com/free-SVGs or follow the link in the description of this video to go straight to the download page. The download comes in a zip folder and you need to unzip this before you can upload the files into Cricut Design Space. Once you've downloaded and unzipped the folder, it's time to get the SVG file into Cricut Design Space. Open up Design Space and start a new project, then go to Upload over on the left and then Upload Image. You can then either click Browse to find a file on your computer or drag and drop it in. Make sure you choose the unzipped version of the download folder and then the file to select for Cricut Design Space is the one which starts SVG in the file name. Click and drag that in and it should look like a completed picture with all the pieces one on top of the other. If you see all your pieces next to each other instead, that means you've accidentally uploaded the wrong file type. So if that's the case, press cancel down on the bottom, try again and make sure you choose the one which starts SVG. This one's looking good. Click upload. And then when it's in your recent uploads, click on it to get the green border and then press Add to Canvas. And here it is. It does load in at a size suitable to cut, which is almost 8 inches, but I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. To resize, make sure the padlock icon above the width and height boxes is closed. If yours is open, then click it to close it, and you might need to click it a couple of times. It can be a little bit buggy. And I am going to make mine 9 inches wide. Press enter on my keyboard and you see the height automatically changed in proportion. So everything stays looking great. I tried to keep this one fairly gender neutral with a mixture of pinks and blues and other colours in between. So it would work for a baby boy or a baby girl or a baby, don't know what it is, a little surprise baby. However, if you want to, you can recolor it, and I'll show you how to do that one. So let's say that we wanted to make a completely gender neutral design with no blue or pink in it. I'm going to use the kind of yellow and orange as a guide and go from there. So I'll click on, how should we do it? You know what? I'm also going to make a red truck. So I'll do a red truck and then have orange and yellow in it. All right. So we'll start by going all the way down the bottom and have a look here. That is my grey, so that's fine. That's already orange. Now this is my blue balloons. Blue balloons, that's hard to say. Let's change that one. Maybe a green will match. That's quite nice. And I'm just going to keep looking up. Red, I think, is fine to keep. But blue, I could just have another orange one, perhaps. Maybe yellow would look better. The yellow one there. And then the pink one over here. Let's change that to red. Design Space shows you the colours you've already chosen up the top here to make it nice and easy. And then I'll look up a little bit more. I don't like that. That's now yellow next to a yellow balloon. Change that one. And the pink can become orange. And we're just going to look through and change everything one at a time. I've got my... actually, I'm going to go back to pale grey for those. My truck, I will do red. And a quick way to change this is to click Colour Sync. And just close some of these up. There's my red. Let's move everything that's still light blue, click and drag onto the red, and it all changes in one go, which is nice. And then I just need to change the other one to a bit of a darker red. Go back to Colour Sync, drag the remaining blue into that dark red, And it changes in one go, which is just nice and quick and easy. One pink bit left. Maybe that can go back to brown so it looks like wood, so a more traditional kind of truck colour. And then I don't like that in that dark red. Orange. And my teddy can stay brown. All right, so there we go. That now looks completely different. If we bring the original back in, you can see how easy it is to change up the colours in a relatively short amount of time. So you can customise it really, really easily. However, I am going to be doing my original one. So I'll just delete that one, put that one back to 9 inches and carry on with it looking as is. When you're happy with how it's looking, press Make over on the top right, and this will separate out all your colours. You can change the paper size in the drop downs down here, and then if you want to, you can click and drag to move things about to take up less space on your cardstock. You will need to change the paper size for every single colour, so go ahead and do that if you want to, and get it all looking so that you can cut it out from your cardstock. Then when you're happy, press continue, connect to your Cricut machine and cut everything out from card. Then we'll see how to stick together our cute little new baby truck. Here are all the layers of my new baby truck cut out, and I've laid them one on top of the other to check I'm happy with all my colours. And this is looking nice and ready to be stuck together. I'll be sticking it together with a combination of glue and foam squares. The glue I use is called Collall. I really like it because it doesn't bend or wrinkle the cardstock like some glues can do, and I put it into these needle tip applicator bottles. The foam squares I'm using are from Dot and Dab, and these ones are nice and small, so I'll be able to get them in all my little spaces. But any sized foam squares will do, just if yours are big. You may need to cut them smaller with a pair of scissors for some parts of the design. Alright, we need to start at the bottom and work our way upwards. So now I need to unravel all of my pieces that is so carefully put into position. I try and keep things kind of vaguely in place. Let's just move that up. And what have I got left? Those two. And I think what I'm going to do before anything else is glue on the bunting so that I don't lose these tiny triangles. I could foam them. Yeah, let's foam them, even though it's going to be really small. I think I need to cut my foam squares even tinier than they already are. So let's just go down, cut those in half, and then get these on. Normally, this type of thing I wouldn't do as the first layer, but I'm just really conscious that I'll probably lose these tiny triangles, so I'll do them first. To make it easier, I'll put the foam directly onto the big bit rather than trying to get it on the backs of those little triangles. There we go. And the hardest bit is peeling the tops off. These are so small. If you don't fancy trying your luck with foam squares that today, you can glue them instead. But there we go, I've foamed them on. Okay, next I've got my wheels, and this will also be a foam square layer. Turn that upside down. Let's move that out of the way a moment. Now I can use my full size ones, which is much nicer. As well as going around the edge, we'll also want to put some foam squares in the middle, just to make sure it's got a really nice stable centre. If you just put bits around the edge and nothing in the middle, you might find that the middle bit kind of bows inwards, under the weight of itself, and you won't get as good a 3D effect. So that's why I'm putting bits in all the middle sections and also in all the little extremity sections that stick out too. Just make sure that none of your foam goes over the edge or in any of the gaps, otherwise you'll see it when you turn it over, and we don't want to be able to see that foam. Now I've just got to peel the tops off to reveal this stickiness underneath. I'm trying to pick up my bottom layer. There it is. Right, I'm going to line this up. Just go over the top. And then gently drop it in place when I think I've got it into position. And that way, if I'm not happy with how it's looking, I can move it about without damaging anything. That's looking right, so I'll push down to seal. Next, we've got this piece of the truck, which will be another foam square layer. Once again, I'll line this up, gently drop down, and then push to seal. On top of here, we've got this one, which is a glue layer. I'm just trying to find my glue bottle. Ooh, I do not have a good grip of that. That gets very narrow along that top window, but I can try. Just add a tiny bit in there. There we go. All right, let's take a break from the truck now and start on the balloons. This is the first bit to go on, and that way up. And this will be a glue layer for the very bottom. Remember, there's lots of balloon bits to go, so they're going to have loads of dimension on them, even though we're gluing this one. Ooh, missed. There's that one. And then next I've got my pink ones. Where are they going? Like that. And these ones will be foamed. Oh, I'm actually putting that foam on. Nope. I've actually cut it the wrong way round because the nice linen effect is now going to be on the back. Never mind. That one. Then we've got orange. Those two. More foam. There. And finally, the yellow. I can't remember where that one was supposed to go. I'm going to put it there, I think. I think that was right. But this one, I'm going to glue. If that's wrong, then I'll correct it in the assembly guide when you get it. Okay, next is the two balloons to go here. These will be foam squared. Go, and one more blue one on top, which will be foam squared again. Okay. Now the new baby letters can be stuck on, and these will all be glued. What I'm going to do is just place them on first, just so I know I've spelt it all right. They should all just sort of slot in, even on those lower lower layers. You baby. Okay, let's get that glued. There's that, looking lovely. Now we can go back to the truck. I like to keep the front and the back of the trucks fairly even, so I'm going to glue all of these bits to the back of the truck. If you would prefer to have a little bit more depth in the back, you could foam square this layer instead, but I'm going to try and keep it the same. Glue. Then a little teddy bear. These little thin bits in here. So this is definitely a glue piece. Okay. Then there's the piece, the pale grey, that makes up the details in that baby bottle. And finally, I've done that badly, the little stripe across there. Right, next is the back of the truck. Again, I am going to glue this bit. Right, now we can move on to these bits, and the solid bits at the front and the back will be done with foam squares, and the lighter bits on top that have the cutouts, these bits will be glued. The bigger one goes at the front, there we go, and smaller one at the back. Glue these. Would help if I had the lid off my glue still. One. And two. That's it for my glue. Let's put the lid on. And then, last but not least, a tiny bit of foam in here. Stick on those hubcaps. Just moved that, did you see? And now we have our cute little new baby truck all finished. Be careful picking it up as it is a bit delicate along the lines of the balloons. But there it is. So I hope you enjoy this latest installment in my 3-layered truck series. And if you are new to these, I thought before I go, I'll just show you some of the others. I've had to zoom out because there is a lot to show you. And all of the designs that I'm about to show you can be downloaded for free at craftwithsarah.com/free-SVGs. So I'll go through these quite quickly, otherwise we'll be here probably until tomorrow. There is a New Year's Eve truck, a winter Christmas tree truck, more of a traditional Christmassy festive truck, a wedding truck, Valentine's Day truck, St. Patrick's Day truck, flower truck, tropical summer holiday truck, a Canada Day truck, running out of space, Halloween truck, a autumn pumpkins fall truck, a Independence Day 4th of July truck, a birthday truck, and this one does come with balloons, but remember what I was saying about them being a delicate point. Unfortunately, at some point in time those have come off. And also an empty truck, which you can add your own decorations to the back of if you want to. I'll just put that one there. So there we go. I'm not even entirely sure this is all of them. There might be a couple more that haven't made it here, but hopefully, if you're looking for a truck for a particular occasion, you can find it here. But if not, drop a comment and let me know what kind of truck you're looking for. But for now, I hope you like the new edition of the new baby truck design and that you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel for loads more Cricut crafts and free SVGs, including all of these trucks. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Bye!